If there's one conspiracy you can guarantee will go hand in hand with Flat Earth, it's this one.
Now we have Jackie's images from Ackworth in Georgia. Look how the chemical formations to the left side of a change towards the sun is hanging out the skies. Aluminium, barium, nickel, lead. Far too many dangerous chemicals. It's hanging up there in our atmosphere.
Argon blasters at the ready. Welcome to another episode of Tinfoil Tuesday. My name is Simon Dan and I am delighted you can join me. Yes, today we're talking about the idea that planes have a secret agenda, one in which involves dumping huge amounts of chemicals across the sky for whatever reason the conspiracy theorists pick that day. I swear sometimes they pick it out of a hat. But seriously, this sounds quite disturbing and I think I should look into the matter a little bit more. Let's join our reporter in the field, David Yates, to get an update on the situation. David, how are we looking today?
We are being aerosolised. I don't know why people do not believe me when I am showing you this. I am showing you this that spreads out into all this milky crap. That stuff there in the middle there. Yeah, this here. Chemtrail plane there, right in the centre of this shot. People don't believe it. People don't want to believe it. Why? I do not get it. Aircraft there, right in the centre of that shot there. Look. These things are everywhere.
Devastating scenes, David. What else can you tell us?
No one wants to believe it. No one wants to look up. But look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Hundreds of miles of this, which spreads into thousands of miles wide and millions of miles the Earth wide. Look.
David, you said millions of Earth miles wide. Remember when we did Earth 101 and we said that the Earth has a diameter of 12,742 kilometres? You can't say gas like that, buddy. Let's draw a line under it and move on.
There, look. And look again here, I kid you not. This is putrid poison, and when you get up on the hills and look down onto Manchester, the f***ing place is rancid with it. The stuff's falling down, you look down and you can see this shit coming down and people breathing this stuff in and no one cares.
David, what you're showing us is a sky full of various clouds and some condensation trails, or contrails, left by planes. There's a reason no one cares. It's because these chemtrails that you're referring to are just complete conspiracy nonsense. There is absolutely no credibility or scientific proof to prove that they are what you say they are.
No one pays it any mind again, right at the top of me here. Another aircraft there. I kid you not. It's non-stop. The onslaught's just been continuous all day long. Look at this stuff.
Well, you do live in Manchester, which has an airport, so not really surprising.
This is ridiculous. I should be out again in 20 minutes. Try and capture my last video, but it'll be just more of the same, I'm afraid, because this is not going to stop.
If you're referring to air travel, then you're correct. It won't.
It's not going to stop. More people like me are needed to try and get it stopped. Am I flogging a dead horse?
Ah, flogging a dead horse. The idiom which means to continue something even though the outcome has been decided. The outcome in this instance is that chemtrails are about as real as the abominable snowman. Hi Colorado forest beings. Okay, that's enough from David. Let's have a look at where they're going wrong. The clouds that appear behind planes sometimes are just contrails. Contrails are formed when water vapour condenses and freezes around small particles that exist in aircraft exhaust. Some of that water vapour comes from the plane's exhaust and some exists in the air around the plane. @Stratero on Twitter works in the aviation industry and he sent me this superb video of contrails forming. So contrails are essentially human-induced clouds and contain pretty much water ice. There are some very small amounts of exhaust products such as soot and other dissolved gases. They typically form at very high altitudes where the air is very cold. Most chemtrail experts will say there's a difference between contrails and chemtrails. but they are merely exploiting the true difference between different contrail types. The short-lived contrails form when there is not quite enough moisture in the air to form a larger contrail, and the ice particles that form quickly turn back to water vapour. Persistent, no-spreading contrails are long white lines that remain visible long after the plane has gone. This means the air which the plane has passed through is a lot more humid, with a larger amount of water vapour available. Finally, we have the persistent spreading contrails. These last much longer and are due to higher winds that spread much of them across the sky. One of the things that chemtrailists state is that there are high levels of fluoride and metals in the chemtrails themselves, designed to dumb down the people as we inhale ourselves into an early grave. Well, commercial aviation began about 100 years ago and has significantly increased since then. In fact, today, at any one point, there are almost 10,000 planes in the sky. And how has human health and lifespan been affected in the last 100 years? No need to answer that one, is there? Let's now take a look at YouTuber Aware Prepare Survive, who thinks that chemtrails are starting to affect his rainwater.
Welcome everyone to Aware Prepare Survive. It is Sunday, July the 1st, 2018. Today we're going to be talking about a phenomenon that I have noticed picking up here where I live. The pictures that you're looking at here are pictures that I took this morning, Sunday, July the 1st, 2018 at 7 a.m. and at 11 a.m. They started chemtrailing.
Contrailing.
Before daylight, and at 7 a.m. There was 8 planes out chemtrailing here.
Contrailing.
Here where I live, and they disappeared for a couple hours, and then they showed back up at 11 and chemtrailed.
Contrailed.
For about an hour and a half to 2 more hours. Well, then a thunderstorm popped up around 3 o'clock this afternoon, Eastern Standard Time, and I've noticed the last few times they have been chemtrailing real heavy here where I live. If we have a thunder shower or a rain event.
You've noticed that there are more chemtrails when there is more water vapour in the air. Well, wouldn't you know? Aware Prepare Survive, you have just single-handedly debunked yourself and every chemtrail believer in history. Well done.
The water has been discolored. It's been like a milky color or a brownish color. And, you know, where I come from, rainwater is clear.
That usually is the case, yes. Let's see your results.
So take a look at this video. It's very short of the discolored rainwater. Brown rainwater after heavy chemtrailing this morning. As you can see in the chair here, discolored. That's brown.
Okay, I'm sceptical. There are occasions when rainwater can be discoloured. The general air pollution in the actual affected area for one. However, in this video we don't get to see the initial collection of the rainwater, and also the shot on his seat, the rainwater seems to be much clearer. Maybe he's just got a dirty glass. So what about the science? I can hear flat earthers and chemtrailers shouting at me now, saying, "Prove it, prove it!" Well, I thought you'd never ask. In 2016, 77 scientists, including atmospheric chemists and geochemists, evaluated the data cited as evidence for chemtrail programs. 76 of the 77 scientists, spot the flat earther, stated they encountered no evidence to believe they were chemtrails, and that the evidence cited could be explained through well-understood physics and chemistry as aircraft contrails. This was their conclusion, and I quote, "While we understand that many of the fears underlying SLAP, secret large-scale atmospheric spraying program, theories may be legitimate, the evidence as evaluated here does not point to a secret atmospheric spraying program." I'll leave the full PDF of the investigation in the description. So there we have it. Please, if anyone ever says that chemtrails are a thing, please kindly point out to them that they aren't, and then point them in the direction of this video. So, all that's left to do is say goodbye to David. Hi David, thanks very much for that. I'll see you later.
Dead right, I'm flogging a dead horse. Yeah? Well, like Jesus Christ, I believe in miracles, yeah? Things, as history tells us, can be brought back to life. Yeah, so maybe there's hope for this dead horse. This is a filthy sky on a massive scale.
Bloody hell, he's still going. Thank you all for joining me. If you enjoyed that, please do like and subscribe. And even if you want to, click the little bell too. I have been Simon Dan, and I'll see you all on Friday, where apparently the moon destroys the globe. I'll see you all then.